Oh man, the Manswers intro got cut a little short. What's going on today with technology? This is terrible. Won't even let me play it. Welcome back.
This is what you get for talking about
Yes.
fucking Mercury in retrograde.
Oh
Okay?
yeah, maybe we fucked it up.
Everybody, Mercury won't let us record our podcast.
Mercury is in
I'm just saying
Gatorade.
that is a part of the what's it called of Mercury. One of the symptoms when it's in retrograde, it
Allow me to catch you up,
technology
listeners.
issues.
We recorded an entire previous segment of this entire podcast that you will not be able to hear because technology is whack.
It's on our
And
Patreon.
now we're starting the
Because
podcast over
Todd
because Mercury is in
insulted
retrograde,
Mercury.
and I've brought curses upon our house.
It's you know what it is because he mansplained Mercury in retrograde after I had already answered the question. And
And
so this is
she's
just your karma.
feeling
This is
some
your
kind
karma,
of way.
bro.
It was needed. How else would I have understood, Missy? It wasn't on purpose. There's no other way for me to
You had to
understand
hear it from the
than
masculine
to
dick.
hear it a second time
Got it.
with more
From a man.
words from a man.
From a man.
Tell you what, quick question today. Miss CTG, what is Mercury in retrograde?
Shut up. There is no answer now. I don't want to answer. I'm
It's
done.
when you get the red flavor from Walgreens.
From Walgreens, the Walgreens brand.
Yeah, the fruit punch Gatorade. Mercury is in Gatorade.
Mercury's in Gatorade.
LOL.
Hello
Okay.
and hi to all you hussies and hefties. Welcome to Manswers, the podcast, the toxic podcast for a better tomorrow, brought to you by two toxic machismos and one person we promise who actually gives a shit. And who are we individually? Let me introduce you. Don't take it personal, fellas, but if your package is small and you can't last 5 pumps, she's posting you all over Al Gore's internet. She puts the G in genius. She's Miss CTG. Applause, applause,
She puts a
applause.
G in G-string.
Here we come now. He takes photos of young, malleable women, but we promise it's fully consensual. His word is bond like super glue, and if you heard, said it, welcome.
Listen, it didn't even get any easier the second
No,
time.
it was worse. It was way
The
worse.
music is continuing in my head. I'm back and balder than ever. They call me the baker because I mix all the cake and leave none of the crumbs. My name is B-Todd. We have the Manswers because when it comes to your problems in love and life, there's a perfect mansplanation for that. Boom. That
was good. Here we go.
That's how you do it.
Because every time it's the same thing. So, two toxic machismo.
Game time. You know what? This is already a better start to the podcast than what we thought we had recorded.
I can never hear that sound without hearing Iz say niggers after it.
I do not consent.
Go ahead, say it.
Nope. That's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me. I don't subscribe to that language. So here's your quick question, guys. We're going to get right on into it. Here we go. Have you heard this guy talk about his love for younger, malleable women? Here we go.
I fucking love young women. Slayer.
Oh, Israel,
21
please.
and 25.
21?
21 and 20.
You're 33.
I'm 33 years old. It's been the best fucking experience.
I think I know why.
The best experience.
He's
like,
lying.
these women, typically very malleable, right? Very cooperative, extremely cooperative, right?
Kevin Samuels Jr.
Exactly. Listen.
Not even Kevin Samuels.
No, let me tell you, because it just
Not even. I was like, Kevin wasn't on that.
It's like they don't have many negative experiences, so they do truly give you grace. I fucking love.
It just sounds rapey to me. It just sounds rapey to me. They fully give in to everything I do. They don't resist, not one bit.
It's bullshit. Also,
they're not old enough to know that I'm fucking with them.
What it is that because he's like, oh, they're malleable and they're cooperative. No, the fuck they aren't.
Cooperative is a crazy word to use.
What are you talking about? Because women are always going to be women. What it is that now, even the second time around having this conversation, I'm like, now I see there's like the power dynamic. And so it's not so much that maybe they're cooperative, but if you out here fucking sugar daddy caking them, yeah, they're gonna go along with whatever you say if you're gonna pay a bill. Cause that's probably the other shit he's not saying is everything that he does for them to be cooperative. Because a woman is still gonna be a woman regardless of her age. And
I
if you come
yeah.
with bullshit, she gonna come back with the bullshit. So what he's over there really doing is being a sugar daddy. And
Yeah.
so the women are being cooperative because they want you to pay their bills with your little
You
joking ass self. Because he's an entrepreneur. I was just looking at his little
listen,
business
21 to
on LinkedIn and
25,
all that. Mm-mm.
21 to 25, you're not having to pay nobody's bills. At 20, if you're 26 and under, chances are you're still living off mommy and daddy in some way. They still got their phone
I
bills
was
paid
not
for you.
at that
Help.
age.
I mean, I wasn't either. Right? But
Mm-mm.
I'm going to say overall of that demographic, especially with millennials and Gen Z, there are more people living at home. Probably more people have their. I mean, that's Gen Z we're talking about right now, 21 to 25.
Mm.
You know,
Yeah,
so
It's,
that's true. But I
he catch
think
it.
what go ahead.
I don't
No,
even
he,
think he has to.
he,
My point is, I don't think he has to flex money to even do that much.
no,
My
he
bad.
does. He does. He's catching them when they ain't got nothing, and now
I
they're
think
Yeah.
depending.
less
They're
is more.
dependent. They're dependent fully on him. Where you going?
Yeah.
I take care of all this. Where
Where
you
you
going?
going? Ugh.
Right.
Huh?
Ugh.
And
Right.
it's abusive. It's manipulative. He tried to use malleable because it sounded better, but it doesn't because the only thing that's malleable is fucking clay. And so that's
Nice.
weird.
Nice.
But that's
Like,
malleable is an expression you use when talking to like in a more of like a mentor state. You know what I mean? Like in a father type son dynamic or
Mm,
something. Like that's when malleable. I'm used to people talking about
I
people in a
don't
malleable state. They're
ever
young, they're
want somebody to
malleable.
define me
yeah,
as malleable.
Like
A
for
young
him to
mind
use
is
it
a
in that way,
malleable mind, but that's
impressionable.
still
Malleable
it's
is I'm gonna form you to what I
manipulative.
want you to do. Yes.
yeah. I
It's
Yeah.
don't like that. Even in a
yeah.
positive sense, I don't really like it.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
It's
And listen,
gross.
folks, what pisses me off more is that this guy is a fellow UGA alum. And he's a
Mm.
Kappa. My dad is a Kappa, and so I just feel like I don't even want him putting all that. It's predatory, it's cringe, and it's a
Don't
no
come
for
to
me.
homecoming, Ryan.
Ryan Catchings, you're gross.
Creep. You
He gonna be
fucking
a
creep.
Little
he gonna be a next
business.
homecoming. Like, hey, Miss CTG, how you doing?
I wish a motherfucker would. Be
Listen,
Mm-hmm.
like, sorry, boo, my mind is not malleable and young enough for you.
malleable is such a
Wish granted.
creepy word. Cooperative is a creepy word to use.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems.
Like
It
I
just
feel like this shit should be on Dateline. Like
that's what it
this is
is.
where Shade
It's
Room
a
Investigates needs to come in. That fucking
Yo.
that's a real thing.
on the next Shade Room Investigates. Does
Sorry,
Ryan Catchings
investigates.
really love young women?
Listen, cause and what did we say before that you were like, he's saying 21, but you really think he means
Oh
18,
yeah,
19?
he's saying
Because
21,
Oh,
but he
100
definitely
percent.
means teenager. He definitely
Because
means
how
yeah.
teenager.
many younger women lie and say that they're older,
It's not
and
even
he
that.
knows that.
You know what it is? No one has ever said that they like younger women and started at 21. No one starts
Mm.
there. Like if you like, y'all, I think girls a
Ooh.
little bit younger than me. They'll go like somebody that's not being a pervert would be like, you're like 27, 28.
I,
If you go to 21, that's your safety net because you know that anything below that puts
If
you
you
in
hit it
trouble.
with a teen, if you say
Yeah,
anything with a teen
but
after it,
yeah, that's a
is
that's a
cringe.
practice answer. That's not a real answer. That's a practice one. So you don't get in trouble.
listen,
Nobody
man.
says
He's
21.
definitely the old head. He's the old head who's at the welcome back party at the start of the school year on the yard. He goes with the bros and is trying to peep out all the freshmen, fresh meat for sure, who are coming in 17, 18 years old into college. Yeah, with very little experience. And so they don't have nothing to say to you because they don't know any better because they're still children. They're
Right.
still
Hmm.
children.
You know, I'm not gonna. I don't want any smoke with Kappas, so I'm not even gonna go towards that. But as male fraternities, I would say we should be more cognizant of that rapey pack type vibe that we do give off. It's not all and everyone all the
Ooh.
time, but like it is often not addressed as much as it needs to be. And um, yeah, I've had some people.
Speaking of
Yeah, go ahead.
no, well, because now that you're now to get into this, not to speak too heavily on the Divine Nine or anything like that, but it's there was also the videos lately of what the Qs are doing at the parties, and they're like, "Careful what you making these girls what you let the Qs do to you at parties," and things like that. So I agree, like, what is it about this culture right now that is giving that men are just behaving in this kind of creepy way? And I feel like, is it the fault of the old heads who are encouraging the younger ones who are actually
Oh
active?
Lord,
You know what I'm saying? Like who is where does the buck stop? Is that the way to say that? Yeah.
yeah. I don't know because you can almost say it's akin to the party like scenes, right? Where it's just
Mhm.
expected and accepted that these things are gonna happen. Like too many times I've spoken to women and they're like, I was at a party and this dude grabbed my ass, and there's not much you can do about it. But then
Grabbing
they
your
go,
ass and making a girl pretend to simulate giving you head at a party while on
"Oh,
video,
that's
2
happened."
different things.
You know,
I saw it on Instagram this week.
Okay,
I'll
Yeah.
say this:
I need to go to that party.
it's a very interesting time, right?
Disgusting.
Because a when you're on the yard and you're undergrad, you are 18 to 22, which is, or, possibly a little bit longer, but like very formative years. You're figuring things out away and on your own for the first time. And so, in a way, these fraternities are kind of like the base element of like the patriarchy in a bigger sense, right? But like it's a group of, especially when it comes to young men, I think that pack mentality kind of comes in because like guys just really hype each other up, and then they feel when they have like that teammate cohesion kind of thing that they can do anything and they can't be stopped.
Mm.
Especially in the fraternity culture, it is driven into you. Like if you have a line brother, I wasn't fortunate enough because I pledged solo and carried my own, but you protect
Hey,
your line,
Alright,
right? You protect
alright.
your line, right? Like almost violently to some point. And so I can see how young, impressionable minds can get caught up in that pack mentality and how it can swing that way. I do think it's on the old heads, like I said, to be more cognizant of that. And, it people don't need to try and relive their glory days, you know what I mean, with young women like that. And I don't know. I don't want to go into a deeper conversation about,
Yeah, I was like, I noticed. I'm
fraternity and
sorry.
stuff like
We
that.
we
No, it's a good question. It's a good question. But it's funny that you say that because like someone had accused me of being somewhat rapey simply because I said I was in a fraternity. Like they don't know anything about me,
what?
but because I said, "Oh yeah, I was in a fraternity in college," it was like, it was loosely so. Oh, like
It's not
did you
a
guys like
buzz,
rape a bunch of women? And
your membership is a lifelong thing.
that's
You're still a
wild.
Sigma.
I am
Anyway.
very much still a Sigma, but I only pledged once. I don't have to do that every day, thank God.
It's wild for
Anyways,
someone to say, and the only reason why I would assume that they say something like that is just based off experience. Like, oh, so you rape a bunch of women? That's so fucking nuts.
Was it a white
it,
person or a black person who said that to you?
uh, she was black. She was black.
She's
Well,
biracial.
no, because I was just wondering if she was thinking of more of the Pan-Hellenic Council or
Well, see,
the
that's the other
National
thing, right? Because
Pan-Hellenic
people don't
Council.
know off the bat
What
that I
that word
pledged
means.
Divine Nine or that I'm
That's what
in
I'm saying. That's what I was
PhD, right?
asking. I was like,
Yeah,
which fraternity did she think you were? Like, what kind of frat guy did she think you are?
yeah. I'm trying to recall the conversation, but I don't think it much mattered because I think I did address while I was not part of the PHC, which is the white fraternities, right? And then there's MPHC,
Mhm.
which is all the Divine Nine, and most people
Mhm.
looking at me would think that I was the former than the latter. But
IBK, Todd, you give very NPHC energy, except maybe when you take your headshots for your lumberjack.
that
That
shit
was
look
giving
crispy.
very PhD. That shit was
That
very
shit look
PhC,
crispy.
but
I'm an
yeah.
actor and I am allowed to transform. Okay, it's my
Absolutely.
body and I own it,
You
and I will
goddamn right.
celebrate it. By the way,
Teach love in
Instagram
the South.
killed the photograph, man. I said that shit
Hold
yesterday.
on, hold on,
They
hold
have
on.
That's
Todd.
really
good.
turned photos off, man.
I really enjoyed that you wrote that.
Yeah,
Thank you.
I
it
read it
was
and I was
good
like,
though.
you goddamn right. Yes, they
Like,
did.
I don't give a fuck that my likes went down. I truly, truly don't. But it's more about the fact that I could post a photo like that and I know I would get like 40, 50, on a borderline base, which is really good to me. And then if it goes up to like 200, like when I have my engagement photos. But the point is, they don't post your photos anymore. And Instagram was that place for photos. And now it's trying to
Literally.
be everything else. But now there is no space to just post photos.
Post photos.
That's why there are people like CBS Sports who are posting a graph, or like a meme or something like that, but they're running it for a 5-second clip with no
Yeah.
motion, but just so it can go into
Just so it
people's
reads
feeds
as a
and reels.
video.
And
Yeah.
I just think that's stupid and pathetic.
Very
And I
agree.
like I
'Cause
said, I
I
don't
posted
care
some
about the
really
likes.
beautiful photos this weekend, and my likes it didn't even hit.
You
You know what I'm
did look
saying?
magnificent, Miss CTG. That you deserve to be celebrated. I saw
I
you in your
worship
story
you.
today talking about when people who feel themselves or whatever. I can't remember
Oh
what the
yeah, of girls who are obsessed with themselves. Yeah,
there it
big facts.
is.
Yeah, I
Thank you
saw
for
your
Big
that,
little
facts.
man.
August dump. I was like, yeah, all right, okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We are fine and
You're
fabulous on
welcome.
the Manswers
You're
pod
welcome.
here.
Mhm. Yeah.
All
Anyways,
right,
we've
let's
gotten
get
off
into it.
subject. Yeah.
Israel, what you got for us?
Is
Oh,
it
I got
is?
something for you. I got something
Oh
good for you.
God, come on.
Oh, sorry, I forgot what I was.
Hit us with the sexy
Uh,
voice.
all right, I'll hit you guys with a.
Speak.
Now,
Mr. Bedtime.
so hall passes. Y'all know what hall passes are, right?
Yeah.
All
I
right.
know the
So it's not like
movie.
we're in elementary school. There was a movie about it. Uh, the idea and the concept is you're in a committed relationship and your partner, your significant other, allows you the opportunity to step out, whether it be once a month or annually, once a year. You have a free pass to do whatever it is you want to do with whomever you want to do it with. Are we digging that? Are we down with that? Would you give if your partner suggested to you that this may strengthen your relationship? Would you be okay with doing it? I want to know. The world would
Uh,
like to know.
Not on the condition this will strengthen the relationship. I don't buy that bullshit. Not at all. Not at all. You're not going to tell me you want some more dick for the betterment of us. That's not true. Am I open to it more so? Yeah, I'm open to it. I think you can't be like one way about it though. Like I know men would love a hall pass. You know what I mean? Michael Blackman, right? The comedian, doesn't he get one? He's
Blackson,
like
yeah,
he's well known and gone on interviews about how
he
he
gets
has
he
like a
gets
different girl every
he
month,
gets
and there's a
one
whole
month, one chick a
set of rules.
month,
Yeah, and like then he has to cut her off and like
no
can't
dates.
intercede with.
It can only be sex and
Right.
no
It doesn't
dates.
sound as free as a pass as one would imagine. But like, anyways, I think if you're gonna want to do that, you have to allow the opposite. So I don't want to know. I could absolutely do a hall pass. I don't want to know when you use it. Don't bring nothing back to the bedroom. No diseases, no nothing. Like respect the bedroom. But like if we're both gonna do it, you know what I mean? There's nothing that will cut in or
But how
interfere with our
frequent?
relationship. Make sure you keep it out there and it stays out there, and like don't bring nothing to the
How
public eye.
frequent?
But yeah,
How frequent would you allow? Would you be okay with it happening?
shit. I don't know. I mean, I guess once a year, but again, I don't want to know about it. You know what I mean? So, and then if I don't want to know about it, then if they do it 3 times a year, am I going to care? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't necessarily. I do believe in monogamy, and I think monogamy works for some people. And I think that as a society, we are actually not as monogamous as we proclaim, and we should look at the numbers and probably like rethink how we approach relationships because I don't agree with lying and cheating and being manipulative and working in secret behind your partner and shit like that and starting a whole different relationship and shit like that. Like I don't believe in that. But like, yeah, you want to get your dick wet, once every blue moon, once every retrograde, go at it.
There's a few retrogrades a year, but okay.
Yeah, that's why I said once every
Okay.
retrograde,
I just want to make sure
once every quarter.
Okay.
Miss CTG.
Okay. I mean, I feel like just go ahead and be polyamorous and just do it in a respectful way if that's what you're trying to do. Like if you want to open it up and do it in a way because that's what would strengthen the relationship if you open it up in a beautiful way that allows the two of you to honor your connection while still being allowed to connect with other people in a way that is aligned with what works for the both of you.
So
So,
polyamory is not like, it's not you falling for multiple people. It's you.
it can be.
It
It
can be.
depends. A lot of people practice polyamory in different ways. Some people don't do it in healthy ways. Some people do it in um, more hierarchical ways, or, versus everybody's on the same playing field. But I think the people who practice polyamory in the way that I'm talking about it, it's more about just honoring the fact that they are able to have connections with different people, and it's
Yeah.
different types of connections. So it might really just be there may be somebody you really just like to have sex with, and it's great chemistry, but they would never be like your main person. Like they're not
Right.
somebody you're gonna build with, but they also are somebody that you have a vibe with. So
Right.
that's what that is. And it doesn't take anything away from how important the person that is your life partner or is, your main person or is your husband or what, your spouse. Let me say that your spouse.
Yeah.
Like there's no this relationship is better than that relationship or more important than this or that. Because I think hall passes, we only look at it from the perspective of within the committed couple. But what about the person who is on the other side of that pass? So you're just gonna treat them like they're disposable because you have a wife,
Yeah.
like they're not a person of value or a husband, you know what I'm
No.
saying? So I just think that it would be better for all of us as human beings if you just allow your say, "Oh, well, connect with this person and make this person like you enough that they're comfortable enough to fuck you, but then don't talk to them ever again." That's fucking gross. That's gross and scheisse McGeist.
I
Yeah,
don't want a
maybe.
relationship with more than
Yeah,
one
no,
person.
I
That
don't
shit
want
is exhausting, bro. I don't want to remember more than one person's birthday. I don't want to have to
You only
date
got
more
one
than one.
friend.
being
Yeah,
You only
in
got
just
being
one
in
like,
a
friend.
relationship with one person is already exhausting enough. Like
right.
2, 3, 4, that's just well, it's like for me, I can't do hall passes. I'm not interested in it. I'm not interested in uh letting like being okay with you getting dick down with somebody else. I have no interest in faking like I'm okay with that. I'm not.
What
Uh,
does it mean to you if you're like, what is the significance of your person, your girlfriend having sex with somebody else? Like, what is the impact on you? Why does that impact you so much?
why would it
Pride.
impact me? Pride.
Yeah, I'm curious. It's a pride thing.
It's pride, but it's also we know me. I'm not the emotional person, especially in terms of sex. So
Mhm.
if I've allowed myself to be vulnerable enough to get emotional
Yeah.
and share that with you, and now it's somebody else is a part of it, there's going to be anger and jealousy that goes with that too. And
Mm.
I don't think that I'm emotionally mature enough to deal with that.
Mm.
Personally, I'm not. I don't have the maturity that to even maybe to have the conversation of it because I'm not an asshole. Like you can talk to me and tell me if that's something that you're interested in, but to accept it, I don't have the emotional maturity to be like, all right, this is gonna make you happier. I just love to see you happy.
I
I'd rather
don't
see
want
you
to see
suffer.
you happy.
Fuck that. I'd rather see you suffer with me by yourself. Fuck I look like.
You better be miserable with me, bitch. That's what you're
Yeah.
saying.
I could but I also wouldn't do that either. Like for me, just be single and then you don't have to worry about it. Just do whatever you want whenever you want.
I think sex to me does not have to be an emotional experience. So I
It
like,
isn't to me
and I
either,
realize that
but
that's different connections with different people. You know what I mean? And like, Yeah.
But I just like if I am getting involved with somebody and it's serious and it gets to that point. I mean, it still may not be that emotional, but there is emotion there. I just couldn't like you
Right.
couldn't come back and just tell me like, yeah, I did my whole pass last night. You're gonna need your visitor's pass for the hospital because I'm gonna beat your ass.
Like, to me, I have no problem treating sex like a recreational experience. You know what I mean? I want to go kayaking for the
Yeah,
weekend. Yeah, I'm gonna go
yeah, that's
fuck
me.
that big booty bitch.
I like that.
Like
I like that
I'm
for
gonna
you.
go to the gym and work out. I'm gonna go, shoot skeet. I don't know. It doesn't have to be this immensely emotional connection to me where it's like I gotta know your name and your parents and I gotta know your whole
I
Wait,
like
don't.
you
whole
don't need
That's
to
cycle.
know her
that's
name. You
that's
don't
the
even
C,
need to know her name,
that's
yo.
the CTG
No,
shit. I don't need to know your name. I
I
don't
don't
need to
need to
know
know
your
your name.
background. I don't need to know
But
I
I
none of
hate
don't
that.
her
see
so
that there's
much.
anything wrong with that. Like,
Why is that bothering you so
because
much? Why do
if
you want to have
I
such
w-
a connection with people?
right, like if
What do you
you do
mean?
need to have
Because we're
that connection with
human
somebody, that's
beings.
cool. I
You said what?
won't choose you.
You
You
said what?
damn right you're not gonna choose me.
I
I'm
know,
not
but I'm
choosing you.
saying right.
Let me
But I
rephrase that.
will find
You
somebody who
choose me. I'm not choosing your ass. How about
right.
that?
I'm all
Okay,
for
because don't
mutual
That's
act
what
like
you.
you wouldn't
experiences.
That's
choose
what.
all of this.
That's what you
Please
thinking.
don't.
That's what you think until I show up on and I show up at UGA and I'm on the field like, hey, what's up? How you doing? I'm
On the
37.
field?
I'm
What
feeling you
field?
wearing helmets and
Doing
pads.
doing
Are we
home.
doing?
I don't know. I don't know where
Still got
homecoming
4
takes
years
place.
eligibility.
Where does homecoming take place? Wherever that is, though.
October
The,
15th,
The,
the
2022.
entire campus.
the entire yeah. I show up at check in at orientation. Like, what up? You new around here?
Orientation. The long con. He's gonna be there in August.
Holy
Just showing
chicken.
up to classes and
Oh my
Knock, knock, knock.
goodness.
Show up to
beautiful.
class with the whole pass. Hey,
Oh my
I need to
gosh.
get
I
Miss
love that.
CTG down to
I
the dean's office right now. She's got some splaining to do.
Sounds like you're setting up for pornography, but that's okay.
I love it.
yeah, it does. And it looks like one from the photo that is created for us. This very private
The hall
school
pass.
hall
Oh
pass
my
Oh,
fantasy.
nerve.
you look so good.
Thank you.
Uh, you're welcome. You're welcome, CTG.
Her stealing the compliment is top
Yeah.
tier work.
All right.
Top
You know what? Since she's stealing it, you're up,
Steal the
lady.
top.
She puts the G in
What is
genius.
my topic, yo? I know
She
I
puts the
just
G in G string.
That girl's a
Mhm.
genius.
G and gorgeous. Okay.
Put the
Oh, okay.
G
I
in the G
remember now.
spot.
So women. I've been seeing some things on the internet, on especially like on Twitter. There was this girl. She was like, "I shoot my shot by sending over a plate of wings when we at the restaurant,"
Let me
Genius.
tell you
or
something.
"I shoot my
Sexy.
shot by
Fucking hero.
the most recent one I saw was like by looking him straight in the eye and walking up to him." And I am just curious. This is genuinely me looking for a answer because I don't have an answer. I'm a woman. I'm curious
Oh.
as men when women shoot their shot. Yes, I obviously just from your responses, y'all find it attractive, but is she also in any way giving up some power by initiating the interaction? Like, do you feel like you have the upper hand? Like, what is the long term play of a woman shooting her shot?
You
What?
want to go first? You want to go first?
Okay. Long term. Why does it
Yeah,
have? Does it
like,
have to equal the
okay,
wedding
from
vows
the
and shit?
perspective. No, but what I'm saying is to me, I feel like sometimes part of the relational dynamics, the dating dynamics, is men enjoying the chase, enjoying the ability to feel like they are putting in work to earn your favor. But
That
Sure.
makes sense.
if I shoot my shot, then you already feel like you got the favor. You ain't got to do no work. That's in my mind how I'm reading it. Am I wrong?
Yes.
Uh,
You answered too fast. Is I don't even feel like you
No,
thought
you're
about
wrong. I just wanted you to not think that you weren't wrong. You're wrong.
to me, shooting your shot does not have to equate just to a relationship. So I
it. Oh
think
yeah, we know.
shooting your shot. Listen, I'm gonna say this because I believe in my heart of hearts, this is true. If you were to take one man and one woman, and the only thing that these two individuals was go up to people that they found attractive and said, I want to fuck you tonight, I guarantee you the women would collect a lot more yeses than that man would.
Y'all are easy as fuck. Y'all
Yes,
are just
Don't do
yes,
that.
we
men.
are.
Men
And
view
women
them
should
as
shoot their
men.
shots more. That is my
Yeah.
point. Women
All
should
they want to
shoot
do
their
is fuck,
shots more.
sure.
If
But
you
I'm
want
talking
to
about
fuck,
women who actually
let me
want to
know.
date. Women
Then
who
put
want
that
to
on the
date
table
and
too.
be in a
Put
relationship.
that on the
That's
table
what I'm
too.
talking
My
about.
fiance got me just that way. She shot her shot, and I fucking love that shit. She said, I'm going to make you delete this app. And sure as shit, she did. Sure as shit, she did.
That's
Shoot your
actually
fucking shot, women.
Okay,
If a
I feel
man is
like
scared by
apps don't
confidence,
count.
then fuck that little boy. Okay, not really, but
Dating app
crazy.
shots don't count though, because somebody got to start the conversation. I'm talking about in real life, because
So
that
I
shit
had
right
I
I
had
there.
think
one
that's.
I
I
had one
don't
in real
care.
life.
Shooting
I
your
had
shot
one
can be sliding in DMs. It can be. No one said that she made the first move in the dating app. She didn't start the conversation. She
So then
made
she
her.
didn't shoot the shot.
I think shooting your shot can come in any phase of the game. You can say it up front right out the gate, or you can like. What's the difference between shooting your shot by buying a drink and building this slow warm up to finally getting to you want to come back to my place tonight? You know, like shooting your shot can
Nah,
take place well
I
after
had
the
somebody shoot a
introduction.
shot, and it like I still think I still hits me to this day. I
When
was
you get
with
All
straight
right,
to the
tell the
point of
story.
what you
Tell the
want,
story.
that's shooting your shot.
oh man, I was with an ex girlfriend, and like we weren't together. Like this is one of my best friends, so we were just hanging out. Um, and we were sitting down, and we were going somewhere, and some girl walked up to me and said, "Excuse me, I hope this doesn't come off rude, but are you two together?" And we said no. She said, "I was asking because I wanted to talk to you." And I kid you not, I rode that high for at least 10 years.
Did you talk to her?
No, the only reason why I didn't is this. Even though at the time we were exes, like we had already been broken up for a while, I felt like it was a little rude that I was with a young lady and that happened.
Okay.
So I made a
So you
choice.
didn't even get her information or nothing? You didn't try
Nah,
to follow up?
nope.
Mm.
I just ran with the idea that somebody was thought that I looked good enough to even do it, and I loved it. I love it. Shoot your shot. I don't think that I don't one when we discuss how much we hate the idea of gender roles. This is a part of it. Shooting your shot means that you feel like if you feel good enough about wanting to come talk to me, you come do it without the idea that a man should be the one to come say something first. That's not fair. You feeling me? Let me know you feeling me. Why I got to be the other way around? Because what if I don't know and I'm not necessarily feeling you, and then we wind up working into something that
You just
that
said if you weren't feeling, but so if you weren't feeling me, then what would be the point?
that's how you figure it out. I don't. If you was
Mm.
in a club and I walk up to you, I don't know that you feeling me. We worked that out.
Facts. Rejection is worse,
OD.
which is
And
why
it's
we
just
don't shoot our shots in general, right? Man or woman, we don't shoot our shots because we're scared of rejection or failure.
yeah,
Right?
but like,
Men
I feel
shoot
like
their
now
shots
I
all
feel
the
like women
time.
I feel like women. Well, cornballs shoot
Catcalling
their
is
shots
not
all the
shooting
time.
your shot. Catcalling
Catcalling is
is
not shooting your
just
That's
shot.
not what I'm
it's
talking
just
about.
AK spray.
No, but I think it's so socially
Mow
acceptable
them down.
that the man has to make the first move, and is even to the idea of like you don't want to be looked at as like a fast woman. Fuck that, man. Do your thing. Come say what up. Give compliments. Like we receive that so little. We receive so little attention, so little compliments, even when we're in relationships. That when it happens, it literally sets us into a
It
different
really
space for
does.
the
And it
day.
I
sets you
do
in a
notice
different
that.
place.
OD.
I look, man or woman, shoot your fucking shot, man. Life is
OD.
just too fucking short. But I can tell you, women, if y'all shot your short, if you shot your shot more, I guarantee you would have a more successful rating. Just
Super high
because
success rate.
What do you
I think
consider
it's
a
just
woman
so
shooting her shot?
uncommon. Huh?
Like you
Anything.
want her to come up to you and be like, "Hey."
If she did, that's
Word. If
let
you
me tell you
just gave
something.
me
If
hey, I'd just be like, what's this big head girl looking at? Like,
yeah,
what's going on?
but if she did that, if a girl did that to me, she walked up and said, "Hey, how you doing?" I'd be like, "How you doing?" And then if she didn't have a follow up, I'd be like, I would make fun of it because that's just the way I fucking roll. I'd be like, "So you just walked over here and said hey for nothing?" Or but
No,
Okay.
I would
Okay.
I would
depending
be
on
Okay.
more.
how you
That's
say it,
still
It's
you
not
attractive.
can
just
you can
hey.
absolutely say hey.
Do you
You
want
can
her to
absolutely say
be
hey.
like, subtle and
It
like,
doesn't matter what she.
oh, why don't you take me to dinner? Or like dead
That would
ass, like,
bother me.
yo, what's up? You trying to go out?
That would bother me.
Or
No,
like, hey, let's
The
be
original
friends.
thing of saying, "Hey, when would you want to take me to dinner?" would bother.
Okay,
me.
not immediately like that's it, but maybe like as the conversation chitty chats and you're like,
No,
yo,
that's the one part I
I can
don't.
see
That's the
both
one part I don't
scenarios.
like.
I can see both scenarios where I would find it attractive if she said take me to dinner, and I can see some women who could say it and I would be like, no, you selfish, crazy.
Yeah.
No.
I don't like that one.
I can see another woman just being like, you should take me to dinner and being very sweet about it. It depends on who you are and shooting your shot. If it feels like it's genuine coming from you, I guarantee someone will respond. You know what I mean? Like shooting your shot could be, if it's just you just want to bang, just saying that. Shooting your shot could be, hey, you're really cute, or take my number, or what's your Instagram or something like that. We should talk. I don't care, male or female. Like, shoot your fucking shot, dog. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What are we doing here?
Y'all are almost making me consider doing it. You know what I'm saying?
You should do it.
I saw that it said September is take a man on a date month, so I might need to go find me a joker to take on
Do
a
you
date.
think? Have you ever had a
You
woman
can
shoot her
spend
shot at you?
$40 on a great date.
Have I ever had a woman shoot their shot at me?
And beats out, have you ever had a man shoot their shot at you?
Yes. Fucking went to theater school. I love my gay brethren, but goddamn, that was when I found out men can play just as aggressive on both sides of the field. Like I'm used to like men being known for being aggressive when it came to women, but then damn, fucking men are aggressive when it comes to men. I'm just like, oh
no,
whoa, fella.
I have a story like that too. I was
nothing like no Terry Crews, but
no Terry Crews situation.
Yikes!
My homegirl used to bartend at gay clubs, and we would get free drinks just for going there. And we'd tip her. We're just giving her money. She's a homegirl anyway, so it is what it is. And we went to this one club, and it was mad big. And it never bothered me because I don't have an issue with anybody. But I had to go to the bathroom. And one of my friends like, yo, she was like, you want me to walk with you? She said, you feel more comfortable? I was like, no, she had to go to the bathroom. She asked me to walk with her. Why am I saying it the other way? And I was like, all right, cool. She's like, you want me to hold your hands? Like, nobody say anything? I was like, no, because then they're going to think I'm homophobic. I ain't no bitch. I don't want nobody to make nobody else uncomfortable. Yeah, I don't want nobody.
I hold my own hand.
I don't want to make nobody else uncomfortable. So we start walking, and this dude grabbed my arm hard as shit. Like, I've never felt so vulnerable. And he turned around and he said, God damn, you look good. What's up? And I said, please release me, sir. Sir, please let me go.
Let me go.
Relinquish your hold.
Release me.
He let me go. Then he asked me if I wanted coke or weed. And I was like, this is a lot of questions. And I just want to go to the bathroom.
Please, sir. I just want to go to the bathroom.
I just want to go to the bathroom. He grabbed the shit out of me. I was like, this is what happens to girls on Jamaica Avenue.
Imagine that you don't feel physically matched. So imagine that happening to you, and you know that you are the weaker specimen in that.
I feel like if you speak the Queen's English, like you'll get out of that. When I say relinquish your hold, he just let go.
Oh, you mean literally the Queen's
English? Yeah. Mm-hmm. I said, sir, relinquish your hold.
Yeah, but you know what? Look, that's also still. It depends.
I don't want to.
Some men are not. They don't have that class about themselves. And so you relinquish your hold or let go of me, and they get upset. They're offended that you're offended at them taking the time out to assault you.
I know.
So, anyways, that's a whole other conversation.
Men should learn to let other men appreciate them. You know what I mean? Like sometimes, yeah.
To receive compliments from other men.
You should be confident enough in your own sexuality that a man could hit on you, and as long as he's not insulting you, if a man came up and said I'm very handsome, I'm not gonna want to fight the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because he tested me. I said thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah, I might find something. You have a very lovely beard yourself.
Mind if I moisturize
about the beard? But I think men should be more comfortable receiving compliments from men. I don't think they need to, you know what I mean? I don't think your butthole needs to perk up and you need to get all charged up because you feel insulted because they tested your sexuality. I don't know why men do that.
Of results
Apparently,
there.
perking your butthole up is the worst thing you can do.
Because I was confused as to why the butthole got perked up from a compliment, but all right,
You know,
I'm
that's
on
what
my
I say.
business.
When people get nervous, they
Nah, that's just that's
Tighten
the hyper masculinity, toxic masculinity that we're raised with because real men would never allow another man to do some shit like that. I'm an adult now. If a dude be like, "Yo, you're attractive," I'd be like, "Fucking thank you,"
thank you.
and I'd ride that. And,
If you try and kiss
I'd
me,
ride
that's
that
assault.
high.
That's something
Yeah.
different, right? Like I have had guys try to plant one on me before, and like that's different. That's not what we're talking about. But like, you know what I mean?
No, you could admire somebody and just be like, "Oh, that shouldn't be a death sentence."
Yeah, I was in a club in Europe, and I was with my film at Cannes Film Festival,
And he
and
said, hi there, sir.
I was trying to pass by, and he stopped me, put a hand on my chest, and moved in, and I said, "Whoa,
Whoa,
no,
just like that,
And it
no
wasn't
context,
like
no talk. No.
it wasn't the cheek. Mwah, mwah.
No. You know when a dude's fucking eyebrow to eyebrow coming for straight on. Whoa.
And what happened?
That's your life, yo.
Because I didn't know him. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know him. It's not like usually there's a handshake or a hug or perhaps a hybrid of the two that gets perceived that. You know what I mean? Where you pull them into the hug. You don't just go for a cheek kiss greeting on somebody. Like we weren't going to have tea together. I was like in the club trying to make my way out, and he shot his shot. And that was a very aggressive shot.
All right, so before we wrap up this subject, will each of you give me one suggested shoot your shot line for me to try?
Hey, I think you're really, I like hot or sexy. Like attractive is plain and safe, but like, yo, I really like you, whatever. And I think we should talk sometime. I think if you just say we should talk sometime, that's all the shot that's needed. You're not saying anything explicit. You're not giving anything up. You're not promising too much. We should talk sometime. Lets me know, yo, if you want to come holler at me, I am receptive.
Yeah. Well, what in what format? Like you're trying to talk to date this person, or you just like, yeah, I want to fuck this dude. I know that's not normally.
She does not want to just fuck any dude. She has to have a fucking embrace. She has to have a court period.
Yeah.
She has to have
word.
The runway is fucking lined with rose petals from CTG.
Yeah, I'm good on all that.
You understand?
If you walked up to me and just said, if you said, just hi, yeah, I guess at that point you can say whatever.
Y'all said that wasn't enough, so that's what I'm trying to figure out what else I gotta add.
You gotta have like
that's not what I said. I said there is actually, you can't just say hey and get me charged up enough to be like that. She just shot her shot, because everybody knows you say hey, but you give them the look.
You don't even have to say anything. You do the walk by, and you do the double take. Like we do the eye contact, and then you turn away, and then you keep walking, and you look back to see if I'm still looking. Right. I'm gonna assume that you want me to come holler.
This one woman shot at me just by asking, "What's your name?" And it sounds very stupid, but I could tell from how she asked me, she did not just want to know my name. My name
Interesting. All right, we gonna see what September talking about. I'm gonna keep y'all posted.
Je m'appelle Todd.
Oh my god! All right, Beta, what you got? What you trying to talk about today?
This is kind of adjacent to what we were just talking about when it comes to shooting a shot. So I saw this online. I tried to go back and find it, and unfortunately, I have to paraphrase here. But here it goes. Stay with me. A young lady posted this to her feed, and it said, I was with my boyfriend the other day, right? This is from the female perspective, not mine. I was with my boyfriend the other day, and he said, damn, babe, look at that fat ass. And we both looked at that fat ass and enjoyed it. And later on the way out, I passed a man, and I said to my boyfriend, damn, babe, his dick looks thick and juicy. I want to suck it. Okay. And her boyfriend, my boyfriend, sorry if I'm keeping the same PV, said, my boyfriend had the nerve to get upset. Is that not the same thing? So, my question unto you is that not the same thing? Please take all the time you need to compose yourselves. I understand that me switching to the point of view of the female in this narrative has led you astray, but
Did
please.
she dead ass say it looks thick and juicy? I want to suck it. That's dead
Yeah.
ass what she said.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something.
In retaliation to him being like, yo, that's a fat ass.
Yeah, but he
Okay,
ain't say that's a fat ass. I want
thank
to. I
you.
want to fuck it.
I want to fuck it.
You're
He
right.
just
You're
said
right.
that's a fat ass.
If it is your opinion that she went too far, that is your opinion.
Too fucking far.
But
Unless they are open or she got a hall pass, she went too far.
I wouldn't know what to do if somebody said that shit to me. Damn, babe, look at that dick is thick and juicy. I want to suck it.
I want to
I'd
suck it.
headbutt you in your shoulder blade.
babe, that's not the same. That's what you would say. You can't
Yeah.
say that. It's not the same.
You just told me her ass was fat. Alright. Yeah.
Listen,
go get your
one and
brothers. I
two are
gotta
two
beat somebody
different
up.
conversations. 'Cause
That's OD. That's so OD. Like that's overwhelmingly overdoing it.
So
For
she was
sure.
a little exaggerated in her reply, but scale it back a notch. If you are looking at some woman's ass, right, and you call it out to your partner, say, damn, she's got a nice ass. Your partner says, great. And then she says, damn, that guy is cute. Do you get offended? Men.
I think you do,
It's the
not
same thing.
purposefully, but because of it kind of bleeds into what we were just talking about in the way that it's acceptable for women to compliment women, but not men to compliment men. So there wouldn't be a time where a woman would be like, that guy's cute, and you would be like, yeah. Like realistically, we could. It's no big deal.
Mhm.
But it wouldn't be socially acceptable to do so. But women compliment women all the time. And they can admire, usually they can admire each other without it having to be anything sexual at all. So you and your girl could look at an ass and be like, that is a nice ass. And she doesn't feel anything akin to like sexual intimacy with it. But like, again, guys not necessarily being as emotionally mature, you can't be like, yo, that guy looks cute. And I don't go, so does he look better than me? Or like that's the first thing that you start fighting with yourself with. So I don't think it can work.
I think. Yeah, I don't think men.
Are we boring you, Miss CTG?
No, I don't even know where that came from. I'm
I yawned like 4
sorry
times.
about that.
God.
That just hit. I don't think that men have most men. I'm not gonna say all men, but I don't think most men have like a level of security within themselves and their relationships that a sentence like that wouldn't create some tension. But I also think it's the same for the women, but I think women play it off. Because I think that women, when they're if their man says, "Oh, look at that fat ass," or does something like to that effect, like there's a little pang. Like she might play it off because she's like, "I'm not gonna be crazy, bitch," but there's a little bit of a like, "What the fuck does that mean?" Like what? So what? But if there is some security and some trust in the relationship, then maybe it's not that much of an issue. But I definitely don't think that a lot of relationships nowadays have enough safety
Hmm.
and security, for lack of a better word. And again, um, that it can go both ways. That compliment game can go both ways.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But regardless, even if I'm okay with you acknowledging a woman's fat ass, do not tell me you also want to smack it or fuck it or
Yeah,
suck it.
that's wild.
Please do not do
Man, I wanna suck ass.
That's a
stick
wild thing. That's a
Suck
wild
her
thing both
ass.
ways. Damn, babe, look at her ass. Don't you just want to shove your head up there and
Yeah, no,
Absolutely.
don't do that.
that's too
Regardless.
much. Here's what I believe. I believe that yes, men have fragile egos far often and more than I feel like women have fragile egos. I feel like they're both fragile, but men, especially in relationships, need their ego stroked to feel important in a relationship. Generalizing, not saying this is every guy, but in general.
Mhm.
However, and I don't want to make myself, I don't want to light the internet on fire, but I think women on a sexual scale are much more attracted to women and men more than men will at least readily say that they are attractive to men and women. I think there are far more women. I will not say that they're like bi or even bi curious, but I do feel like there are more women who have the capacity to be attracted or find other women attractive more than there are men who have the capacity to readily admit that other men are attractive or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? Like,
Yes.
I think women are attracted to women far often more than men are attracted to men when it comes to, we'll say, heterosexual relationships. Not even talking about
See,
like
being attracted to and acknowledging somebody's attractiveness are two different things.
attracted to. I want to focus on that
Okay.
because
Okay.
that, like, yeah, because finding attractive is too safe. Let's get messy.
Well, but I'm saying, like, I can think, like, oh, like, I think lots of women are beautiful, but I'm not attracted to them. Like, I don't have any desire to sexually engage with them.
I
So
don't know
that's
what
what I'm
that's like.
saying.
You don't know what you're missing.
I don't know what that's like. If I am attracted to you, I would like to make relations with you.
Yeah,
We don't have to be best
Interesting.
friends afterwards.
Mm-mm.
We don't have to have a
yeah.
date.
I don't think
But
I've ever been attracted to somebody
Because
that I
that's
didn't
because
go.
y'all don't allow sex to be anything more than just masturbation with another person. So for
Absolutely,
me,
that's not
it's
true.
it's I
it's
mean, it is.
absolutely.
So you just
That's not
said that
true.
you don't need to
Yeah.
have any sort of
If you
connection. So
come,
then that
it
means
was
that
an
the
Well, I
accident.
don't.
activity is not about the other person, it's about you getting
But
what you
see,
need from that and
never
getting that
never
encounter.
did I ever say that I don't enjoy those experiences where they are matched on that
Of course
level.
you do.
I'm no, yeah, they're wonderful. That's usually a person I'm going to be in a monogamous relationship with, because like we've reached that pinnacle sexual connection. But I also have the capacity as a single man at that time to just have
You
some one night stands and fucking connect. And
exactly. So if
I've
there's
met
no
plenty of women
connection, it
who
means
are
you could do it with
also
anybody,
just looking
including a
for,
fucking blow doll.
huh?
Hmm?
What do you say?
Hmm.
Legitimate, I didn't hear you.
What I
I
say?
said, yeah, if you don't need to have any sort of connection with the person that you're sleeping with, then they could literally just be anybody, including your hand or a fucking blow up doll. That's what
Well,
I'm
that's
saying.
not true because
I
And
would
that's why I
never
say,
I
have
split
sex with a
things off
blow up
with
doll.
pillow princesses because I felt like I could beat my meat better than they could
I
fuck.
mean,
So
but
when it
that's
comes
what I'm
to pure
saying. I'm just
transaction
saying
of
it
energy,
could be anybody. That's why it to me, of course, you can for you, you don't understand what it is to see somebody that's attractive but not feel like you want to engage with them sexually because
I
for
mean,
you, you can fuck anything. I cannot do that. So that's why it's like I can say, "Oh, that's an attractive person." I can find men super handsome and not want them to put a finger on me
That's
because
insane.
energetically it's not the vibe. So that's what I'm saying. That's the difference.
maybe that's why we get so
One quick
confused
question though:
sometimes. Like I know she's feeling me,
Could
but she
you
just
fuck a
Yeah,
blow up
but
doll?
mm-mm.
do what?
Could you fuck a blow up doll?
Who are you
No,
talking to?
Not
he's
you.
talking to me.
Sorry,
He's
I
definitely
was
talking to
I
me.
was staring I was
No,
staring
no,
at the
no,
screen like right at Pizza. Like
no. I literally stopped with a woman because she just laid there. She just laid there, and in the middle of it, I just had the epiphany of like, I swear to God, I could fucking masturbate and be in and out and done with this thing in 5 minutes. And it would be easier than having to entertain this whole scenario. And that was towards the end of my single days. That's when I was truly like, I am really ready to find a relationship and find something deeper because these one time connections are really just kind of draining. So,
Masturbatory.
yeah,
hmm,
I, you know,
I can't fuck no blow up doll.
I,
Like I've slept with girls that I've just been like, this is mediocre at best. But if you're gonna let me do it, I'm gonna do it again. Like I've had terrible experiences where I'm just like, this was not worth my time. But the minute that it's offered again, I'll do it again. But I don't think I could have sex with a blow up doll or a fleshlight for that matter. Like I don't know why that's where I draw the line. I feel like I don't want to pay for
I am
a
wildly
fake
comfortable
thing.
with women's sex toys and women's pleasure toys and stuff like that. Have like very little curiosity into
Yeah.
the male spectrum of things. Like
I love when a girl uses a vibrator at the same time. That's like top tier. That shit feels good. You feel it. We feel it right through you, right through there. Shit vibrate right up,
What?
right through your vulva. It goes
Man, the
right up
instructions say
right up
put
that vulva.
this on the vulva. It's right around the corner from the G
That's
spot. Let me
entertaining.
see
But
here.
like, if a girl was like, "Yo, I want to jerk you off using a fleshlight," I'd run away because what kind of woman wants to jerk a dude off? What kind of weird shit is that? Did you ever say anything like that to me?
That's a fine proposition. I'd be into it in that
Really?
sense. Yeah. There's an invitation
What?
there.
A foreplay, or is that just the entire?
Plus, I can put my hands
That's
behind
my
my
issue.
head.
Is like, would it just be
Kick my feet up.
would it be foreplay, or would it be like it can't be a whole thing? Like, I don't
Are
think
you offended that there's not more of a commitment of the full carnal act of mutual sex?
I don't want, like, I don't even want just head ever. Like, just head is not entertaining for me. Like,
I'm with you on that one.
So I wouldn't want just hand. That's worse.
I know plenty of
Just
guys who's like,
hand.
yeah, I'd be fine with just getting head. And like, that's a great warm up.
It's a nice little 5-minute set for my opener, but
Right. It's my leading joke
yeah.
to get the crowd warmed up.
You know what?
And
It is.
now-
That's what it is. It's a leading joke that you can come back to at the end for the final.
I can go to it anytime that I need a quick hit to get the audience back on my side.
Oh my god.
Hand
This
jobs
took
is
a
weird.
turn. I don't even remember what your question was at this point, Todd.
It doesn't matter because we here at Manswers like to explore everything with a fleshlight.
Yo, people buy them shits, bro.
Yeah,
that's insane. I saw this one thing though. I ain't gonna lie, that shit looked kind of crazy. It had like.
Have you ever? Okay, go ahead. Sorry.
It was like this mechanical. It was a mechanical one, and it looked kind of like, I think it might have been like a dildo cleaner because it was.
Was it a shake weight?
It looked like a
fleshlight.
It looked like a fleshlight, but it was rotating at the same time, so it was like moving around and shit. And I was like,
damn,
I ain't gonna hold you. I think I might use that one, but I would never go on my way to buy it. I don't need no pocket pussy delivered box in my lobby with my name on it.
I've seen them and they creep me out. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I'm not sticking my thing in that. No, sir.
Imagine.
No, sir. There's no guarantees coming back.
Shit you snags on something. Next thing you know, your dick is doing a 360.
Right. I won't come off.
Get it off.
Oh my god.
All right. Good conversation, everybody. That's everybody, huh? Wow, we are all squared away right here at the hour mark. Started creeping out Miss CTG as things got romantic between Israel and I.
We know she has the dildos on the mantles.
Oh yeah,
they're not on the mantle.
That's what's holding her microphone up.
That is a microphone. It's actually
the hum you guys may hear in the background is because the batteries are just mashed and she can't turn it off.
She has AAA batteries with the aluminum foil on the tips. Too cheap to go get some batteries.
Don't worry, folks. One day we're actually going to get a sponsor, and it may be Adam and Eve. So we're just getting used to talking about sex products now, for your mid-ear delight. Anyways,
wow.
Let's see if our music works again. Nope, still won't let me play it.
Okay, before we start playing the music, y'all, B Todd has created us an email. If you guys want to get in touch with us, what is the email, B Todd?
TheManswersPod@gmail.com. Again, TheManswersPod@gmail. TheManswersPod@gmail.com. And you can also look for us on YouTube. Manswers has its own YouTube channel. So far, we have last week's episode, and we'll have this one up as well. We'll have previous episodes up. They'll just be audio only.
I'm okay with that.
Well, but we're growing, y'all. I promise you. We thank you guys for listening.
We want to hear from you.
Yes, please send us questions, send us reviews. What did you like? What did you not like? Feel free to make an anonymous email if you wanted to. Don't threaten us, please.
Please don't.
Wish us luck, and
Share the pod with your friends.
yeah, we're trying to be better than what these other beta males are, because
Are you also beta males? Why you say other?
No.
It's in
it's just after Kevin Samuels, Miss CTG, you opened my eyes to it. There is just a flood of beta males out here right now, and they are all taking up the radio waves.
Yeah.
And I feel like we're better than that. I feel like our pod is in that same space, but we are better than them. And
because we're trying to be better. We're learning. We're teaching. We're understanding. We have beautiful Miss CTG here to correct us.
And we're also pieces of shit, and that makes us relatable.
Yeah.
Still men at the end of the day.
Still men.
That's where you lost me. I had your back.
Does anybody need me to explain retrograde one more time?
No, I think we're good.
Gotcha.
Vitamin water.
Gotcha. All right. I'm going to try it again. Here we go. That's all you're going to get. Sorry, guys. Not going to happen today. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Leave a review. Share us with your friends. Instagram at Manswers Pod.
Oh, no. Hell no. Boy, y'all look good. Oh, no. Hell no.
Stay.
Try it again. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. Leave a review. Share us with your friends. Instagram at ManswersPod. You can find us on email, themanswerspod@gmail.com. We are the Toxic Podcast for a better tomorrow, and we'll see you next week. Oh, yeah. We got some mansplaining to do. It's